What's going on, everyone? Welcome to SIBZ, West Coast, East Coast siblings, where we cover your favorite movies and TV shows. Today is going to be my prediction video for what we can expect to see at DC Fandom. Now, things have gone completely topsy-turvy. DC has changed hands almost in the last 24 hours. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video on it. Links will be down in the description or probably one of those info cards up here. So check that out and then come back to this video as we talk about now what's going to happen since the big shakeup. You know, I think the equivalent of the CW crossover is happening in real life now. So from the crossover perspective, CW merged the entire DC universe, including streaming to the old school movies to the current DCEU and more, all under one roof. I think HBO Max is going to merge all of that under one streaming roof, under one platform, so that it can truly be one universe on one platform. Now, first off, the DC Fandom Event will take place on August 22nd through the 23rd, and it's going to kick off at 1 p.m. Eastern. For those of you wondering if things are getting cut and pulled from the DC Fandom Event, I wouldn't worry too much about that. These events are planned pretty well in advance, and even with major shakeups like this, I highly doubt that AT&T, yes, AT&T, would be pulling things this close to the event. So speaking of AT&T, I think that they are the ones driving this entire ship now, even causing the big shakeup and all the layoffs at Warner Brothers. AT&T acquired Time Warner in 2016. For the past few years, I think AT&T has been sitting back, watching to see what Warner is doing, and I don't think they've been happy. Ever since Zack Snyder left the Justice League production and they brought on Joss Whedon, things have been going downhill for DC with a loss of direction, some seeming glimmers of hope with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, but really nothing that you could see a clear direction that was going to work. Now, I was as shocked as anyone when I found out that Zack Snyder would be taking less and less of a creative control role over the DC universe as they started to put other people in positions of power, and I think that's one of the main reasons that the DCEU started to lose its direction. I think that DC Fandom is going to be the event that puts Zack Snyder back in control at DC, all thanks to AT&T. I think in this time of global uncertainty, especially with Disney reporting that over $5 billion loss, AT&T wants a sure thing. And honestly, how can you look any further than the fan support that Zack Snyder has gotten for the Snyder Cut that will be on HBO Max early next year? I think in addition to the global issues that we're dealing with right now, the major reason for the holdup for movies like Flashpoint, etc., are AT&T is not confident in the direction of the DC universe, and now they're trying to right the ship. So from there, let's get into some predictions. Now, here are some surefire things that we can expect to see from DC Fandom. Number one, the thing that's definitely going to be the biggest thing coming out of this event is the trailer for the Snyder Cut of Justice League. You're rarely going to see a more passionate fan base. These people fought for the Snyder Cut for years, and I think as where Warner kept saying no, after all this time, AT&T said yes. And it's so dumb. It seems like a no-brainer. You have people literally saying, we'll give you money for this. In these times, you have to take that every time. And I think that's why the Snyder Cut is finally happening. Next up, I think we're going to see a brand new Wonder Woman 84 trailer with our first live look at Cheetah. This movie is highly anticipated. It got delayed because of the global pandemic. I think otherwise we would have seen this trailer a long time ago, but they want to wait so they can build up hype at the proper times, and I think this event is the perfect place to showcase it. Everything is going to get overshadowed by the Justice League trailer, but Wonder Woman 84 is definitely something people can't wait to see, and so I think this trailer is going to definitely build hype for that. Next up, I think we're going to get our first trailer for The Batman 2021, starring Robert Pattinson. Now, this movie's been on our radar for a long time now, and finally we're going to get to see some more footage. Again, like with Wonder Woman 84, I think we would have already seen our first trailer by now, especially when you look at the images that were released. I think they were gearing up to show us the first trailer, but because of everything that was going on, I think that got delayed, and so I think all these trailers kind of got piled up and pushed into this one event to end the year, because 2021 and 2022 is going to be bananas for DC. Now, next up for this event, my video game fans, we're going to see the Suicide Squad versus Justice League, whatever the working title is, video game. We're going to get more information. We had an announcement just a couple days ago. I made a video on that as well. Links to everything will be in the description. But we're finally going to see what all this is about. So apparently the game is going to deal with the Suicide Squad, a varying roster, of which you can choose in your missions to take out different members of the Justice League. Obviously, the teaser poster showcasing Superman, I would imagine he would be the big bad of the show, but we'll have to wait and see on August 22nd. So those are the things we can definitely expect to see at this event, but now I want to get into some more obscure, more far out things, starting with Man of Steel. Now, Henry Cavill has already signed a multi-picture deal to appear in other DC movies, but not his own. I think this new no-nonsense approach from AT&T is going to allow Henry Cavill to truly be Superman, as we've seen even in his interviews with The Witcher, and everywhere that he's gone, he's shown his commitment and desire to want to play Superman, and AT&T, I'm sure, has seen, and they just can't ignore anymore the amount of fan support for people wanting to see him come back in a brand new movie. I think DC is shifting to simply giving the people what they want. If they want Snyder Cut, they're going to get it. If they want Man of Steel 2, they're going to get it. So we definitely won't see a trailer, as I think this movie has been no more than greenlit and kept under wraps, if that. But I would definitely hope to see an announcement on when we can see Henry Cavill suit up as the Man of Steel again in his own movie. Now next, Aquaman 2. That movie is scheduled to come out in December of 2022. Now, some of the delays were probably due to the current global situation, but I believe the whole drama with Amber Heard definitely slowed it down even more. But I think that's been okay as far as AT&T is concerned, because they want to get a better idea of the direction of the DCEU before they really start nailing down anything. So looking toward that for 2 years out, I don't expect us to hear any news about that. Now, getting into Shazam 2 / the Black Adam movies, I think we're more likely to see a Black Adam reveal. Maybe Dwayne Johnson will show up, who knows. But despite the fact that Shazam's already had a movie, I've definitely seen more hype for this Black Adam movie, as people are teasing that Black Adam will face off against Henry Cavill's Superman, and of course Shazam may be in the movie, who knows. But I would expect we may hear an announcement regarding the Black Adam movie. Now finally getting into Flashpoint, right? This big movie that keeps moving further and further away the closer we seem to get to it. Despite the rumors and rumblings and whispers that we've heard regarding Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Michael Keaton, you know what I think's happened? Because of the CW crossover, there's a lot of hype for it. Ezra Miller kind of teasing this even a year before the Arrow crossover, that all these things were going to be merging. I think whenever it comes, Flashpoint is going to determine the direction of the DC universe, and I think it's gotten delayed because nobody really knows what that direction is. So I would totally be blown away if we saw anything regarding Flashpoint at this DC Fandom event. So guys, those are my thoughts and predictions on what's going to be happening and what we can expect at the DC Fandom event. Be sure to let me know your thoughts and predictions down in the comments below. Also be sure to subscribe and click the bell, as I keep an eye on everything going on with your favorite movies and TV shows. Thank you guys so much for watching. Click here for more on the Suicide Squad Justice League video game, and click here for more on what's happening with the big shakeup at Warner. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.